just planning to leave the car park here in Blyth town centre. So we're right outside the where the driving test's starting. So we're just going to look around. Looks good. I'm just going to creep forwards and improve my view around the vehicle on my right. Large white vehicle, probably can't see it at the moment. So we're going to go about halfway out and then begin to put a little bit of turn on, keeping an eye on the right hand side of the vehicle. Looking good, but a little bit more of a turn on now. And then we're making our way to the right here. So because the parking space was so close to the exit, our position is compromised a little bit. So we just bring it round and then put the right signal on. I haven't put it on before then because it's just going to cancel with all of that excess steering to get that to happen. So it's looking good both directions. So we'll ease out of the car park, across the first bit of the road, and then we'll turn smoothly into the second part. And then we'll plan for a left turn at the end of the road here, noticing that it is a 20-mile-an-hour zone here now. So centre left, signal down for left. Cycle lane there, can't see any cyclists. The building site on my right making it very difficult to see. So I'm being very cautious. Where a vehicle's on my left, there's nothing on the right. It's looking good. So very narrow lanes here. So we've got nobody following us immediately. See a red lamp. Actually, that's roadworks. They weren't roadworks last time I was here, so you can see how roads change. So it says three-way stop on that red sign there, so that means each point of the junction is going to get its own turn, so we could be in for a little bit of a stop. So I'm stopping just so I can see the tyres of the car in front. And I can see the pedestrian coming in from my left is thinking about crossing the road. So she's having a good look around. So she's waving at me, but I'm not going to wave her across the road. I'm going to let her make her own decision. You should never beckon a pedestrian into the road. So we're following the road ahead and got the zebra coming up there. I'm being followed quite close, but the building site on the right makes it very difficult to see anybody approaching from the right. So that looks pretty good. So light controlled crossing in the distance. Nobody approaching, nobody following. Speed limit changing there. So we're just going to follow the signs towards Bedlington for a little while. So following the road ahead here now. I can see a signpost in the distance, too far away to read at the moment, but I know I'm going to want to read it as I get closer. So if you'd never been here before, that would be a key thing to look for. And it looks to be right at the roundabout Bedlington, second exit. So there's no straight ahead here. Looks like a very narrow approach. Would appear to be one lane with a slight swing to the left. So we're checking the mirrors and signalling up for right. So I'm having a look to the right. I think that taxi's going to help me. Nobody at the pedestrian crossing. Pedestrian refuge in the road ahead at the bend there. So no pedestrians in the road. Following the road, there's plenty of bends. There's another pedestrian crossing. Now we can see both sides. So there's nobody there. And then there's another signpost up there on the right. So the broad line in the roundabout on the sign there indicates the main route ahead. So that's the second exit for Bedlington. So now I'm looking through the junction. So I can't see anybody coming towards me at the moment. A couple of pedestrians safe on the pavement on the right-hand side. And then crossing clear, but we've got roadworks in the distance. We are being dogged by roadworks all over the place at the moment. So a quick check behind. We've got the van coming in behind us. We'll be signalling to turn off. So I've perhaps stopped a little bit short of that car. So we'll just creep in a little bit. There we go, that feels more comfortable. So you can see their tyres and a tiny bit of tarmac. Black car behind me is seriously thinking about moving around me to turn to the right. I mean, there is a filter lane there to turn to the right, but with the roadworks there, I think I would be tempted to wait in the queue of traffic behind. Checking the mirrors as we move off. See the road's going to split here, so we're definitely following the road ahead, so we'll take the right hand part. Just checking the mirrors as we wind our way through there, and then Bedlington straight ahead at the roundabout, first exit in this instance. So there's a mini roundabout. So I'm looking to my right, we've got a vehicle there, so he's turning left, and then there's nobody else, so I think we'll keep it rolling. We're about 15 miles an hour at the moment. It says slow on the road there, signpost partially hidden by the trees there, but Bedlington's the first exit, main route ahead indicated by the broad line again. So it looks pretty good, they're all going straight ahead. Pedestrian crossing in the distance, pedestrian approaching on both sides, or pedestrians approaching on both sides. So we're just off the gas. And back on the gas because we're not going to stop now. So when you see the pedestrians approach, just check the mirror, off the gas. Give yourself the best chance of stopping if the lights change before you get there. Once you're at the point of no return, continue following the road. And road surface really appalling. So road ahead just looking pretty good. Vehicle coming towards me wanting to turn right, so he has gone across my path. I'm checking the mirror and off the gas. One emerged. He clipped the pavement on the way out. And I can see queuing traffic ahead. Not unusual for this road. So we're just following the road ahead. We're going to join the queue. So I can see the side road on the left and the pedestrian crossing there. So I don't want to block either of them. So initially I'm slowing down, seeing if I've got space. So I think I'm just going to pause at the crossing. And then when that Mercedes or the white vehicle in front moves off, I'm going to move forward. So once I'm sure he's leaving me space, there we go. Now I can completely cross the mouth of the road without stopping and blocking it for somebody coming towards me, turning to the right. Again, just trying to keep space so I can just see the tyres and a little tarmac between me and the vehicle in front. We find in urban areas where there's a lot of cycling going on, people commuting by bikes in traffic like this, you'll find cyclists appearing both sides of the vehicle. So just allowing your eyes to move rather than sort of getting fixated by what's happening ahead of you. So traffic definitely queuing up behind there. And it's starting to see tail lights, people on the brakes all the way up as far as I can see. But it is moving, but it's just a matter of being patient in this situation. And you'll get where you're going eventually. So we've worked through our way through all of that traffic. It's taken ages, so I've cut that out because it just becomes boring. It's more of the same. We find ourselves at the junction before the roundabouts. So we're planning to go straight ahead at the first roundabout and right at the second roundabout. And if you have a look at the picture there, you'll see the roundabouts are very close together. So it's my intention to choose the right-hand lane to go straight ahead at the first roundabout and remain right as I leave, so I'm correctly positioned. to turn right at the second roundabout. So after the lights here, traffic seems to pick up quite nicely. So there's a school sign there. I think we're just a tiny bit too early for people coming out of school. Only by about 20 minutes. So traffic just coming to a pause there at the crossing. So pedestrians have pressed the button there. So I'm checking behind. Vehicle pulled up on the left. Maybe they come out of school earlier here. So checking the right mirror and moving out to the right. Check the left and move back to the left. So I can see the sign for the roundabout in the distance. I can see the road markings. There's a right turn before the grass island, but just as the island starts, I'm going to plan to move over at the right. I'm checking my right-hand mirror, moving to the right, and then looking into the roundabout. So I can see the white car coming from my right, so I'm just going to give way to that. But after that, it looks pretty clear to go. So I'm into the roundabout, checking my left mirror, signal left to leave, and then cancel the signal. So I'm correctly positioned now to turn right, third exit towards Ashington now. So I forgot to say we're not going to Bedlington anymore, so I'm looking to my right as I approach. Looks nice and clear. I can see queuing traffic partway around the roundabout, so that could be for the level crossing on the other side. So I'm coming round, keeping an eye on my left mirror now. I'm also looking for the white line in the road which guides me across to the left. So as I pass the exit before the one I want, I'm changing to the left signal, signalling down for left, keeping in the centre of my lane. And then it turns to national speed limit, cancel the signal. So I'm going to increase my pace. I'm being followed quite closely. So I'm signalling up for right to join. I'm planning to join the dual carriageway. Chin to shoulder check, looks good. Mercedes coming with us. Car in the outside lane overtaking us all. And Mercedes overtaking aggressively.